Bowden and welcome to the Geek Group. Today we are taking a look at a Canon CanoScan N650U scanner. This is a flatbed scanner. And I'd like you to get a good look at it right there. Okay.
It just broke.
And that was the last moment that it was intact. So we've got the top, which is a spongy thing, which would make a really cracking good white balance card. Yeah, see? I like that. So that's crap. Don't need that. Now here's the cool part. We're going to take this apart, standard equipment autopsy, show you guys what we learn about how they work. Flatbed scanners are pretty ubiquitous. People see them all over the place. That's my word of the day, ubiquitous.
Don't hurt yourself. I know that's a big one.
Totally a nickel word. There are no screws. This has a lock on the bottom. Here, look right there. There's a lock for reasons I have absolutely no idea. A little button on the end. But how do I break into it? I think
you probably don't.
Tools. I'm probably not supposed to, but it's going down. It's USB powered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tearing into this. You're going down.
Just punch the glass. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm not punching the glass. I'm a nice guy.
Okay, lightly caress it and then punch it.
Okay, that may be the system that works for your dates, but you know, I'm a little bit more refined than that.
Tough love.
My chair keeps sinking. Yeah, it's making me crazy. Every time I wiggle, my chair drops half an inch.
That's because, you know, you're such a fat guy.
I know, I'm huge. I really... 5 more pounds and then it'll be pretty. Just 5 more pounds. And then she'll want me. There we go. Okay. It's a delicate precision operation here. Oh yeah,
it's glued on?
Well, dude, you'd be amazed how many things are built in today's world with adhesives. We ought to do a thing on how to build a speaker sometime. Wow. You use like 8 different glues building a speaker. It's really cool. So here, we'll peel off this side. I'm just trying to do it without breaking the glass.
Why? It's half the fun.
Because I'm allergic to stitches, okay? And pain.
I don't think that's possible.
That I'm allergic to pain?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a horrible reaction to pain. It hurts. I'm getting like allergy doom now. Oh, I'm allergic to the stupid. That's what it is.
What?
All right, here. I've got the glass, and it's real glass. It's a piece of 1/8" plate
Instead
glass.
of fake glass.
There's fake glass.
Then it's not glass.
Lexan, Macrolon,
that's not glass, though.
But that's glass. That's real glass. Now we gotta do a bullet catch. You hold the glass. I've got the gun.
No.
Come on, everybody out there wants to see us do a bullet catch one time.
I want to see you just punch it.
Yeah?
Just punch it, yeah.
Why are you so mean to me? I'm nothing but nice to you.
Oh, you know what?
All right, now what do we got? We've got this bit floats, really. And oh, wow!
Oh, God.
Oh, dude, this is so cool.
Really? Tell me more.
Yeah, it really is. Here, I'm trying to get the camera to zoom out. See, look at the little helix. You don't get to see that blocking mode. You won't get to see it till the video's done. Wow, it sucks to be you. All right, we got to figure out. Did you ever hear about the raccoon that I killed? Oh man, years ago, back when we were on Ionia Street. How do I get this out without breaking? We had actually taken apart a printer, and inside a standard laser printer and whatnot, there's a bunch of like steel bars like this.
Yeah.
And I told you it'd be a thing.
It's not going to be a thing.
By popular, it's so much a thing. I want you to watch this. It's so much a thing. Boom, Gerber Ninja. There's even a dedicated icon for it. Okay, we got the little Gerber icon thing. Oh yeah,
not a thing.
It's a thing. It's totally a thing. Okay, you know why?
Why?
Because that's what the viewers want. And I love my viewers. Most of the commenters I think suck, but I love our viewers, so we got that going for us. Oh, you were talking about ferrite beads earlier? Check this out. If you look right here, see that? Yeah. Those are ferrite beads, and if I pull this out, come here. Oh, they're glued in. That's more adhesives. Come on out of there. Okay, I might have broke one a little. Okay, I might have completely killed one there. But if you look, come on, focus. There we go. All right, these are little ferrite beads that go on this data cable. And this is the main data cable that leads out. It goes back to the USB port on the back.
Here, toss me one.
Huh?
Toss me one.
Toss you what?
Ferrite bead.
You want a ferrite bead?
Yeah.
No, you're going to throw it at me.
No, I'm not.
gonna throw it at me. I can see it coming. Catch. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Those are the ferrite beads. Why do you wear like the earbuds instead of real earphones down here? We got
I don't know.
proper professional earphones and you're wearing
They've
these
always just been here.
Gomer iPod ear. Oh yeah, we bought those before we had like any funding to get a real pair of headphones. See, I get you nice things. I get you a nice pair of headphones because I care. Because I love
You
you.
bought like 15 of these.
Huh?
You bought like 15 of these things.
What?
These little earbuds.
We bought 3, one for each camera.
Yeah, close enough. 15's
15
divisible
is like,
by 3.
Yeah, totally. You're right there. You're totally cool. So back on Ionia Street, we had a intruder one night, and you know, it's a big scary warehouse. We're in the ghetto. We took like bumps in the night kind of seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm marching down. It's the middle of the night, and we're in the DeLorean Bay, which is one of the garages we had. And
You're so elegant.
I'm so dainty and delicate. And we hear this noise back in the corner. We're pretty sure it's an animal, okay? And we saw the animal like run across. We didn't know what it was. We thought it was a raccoon or a possum or something because, you know, we're in the city, so those are the 2 likely candidates. And the room's pretty much pitch black. And all I had was a 1/4-inch diameter, yay long, stainless, like one of these metal rods out of a printer that I just picked up as I walked in the room. And it's totally dark, can't see a thing. And it runs along, and just, and you can just barely see like a shadow of something scurry across the corner of the room. Yeah. And it's like from here to there, it's like 20, 30 feet away. And I don't even know why, because I'm not like Rambo or any stupid crap, but I got this rod in my hand, I just go, whoo, and I just chuck it as hard as I can. Shoo! And you just hear, and it makes this horrible sound. It was like Satan's piglet, okay? It was so bad. And everybody stops, and we finally get the lights on because we couldn't get the lights on. We get the lights on, and we look, and there's a pallet up against the wall. Mm-hmm. And it's just a regular, like, 4 or 5 inch thick shipping pallet that was leaned up against the wall. The bar is into the pallet, out the other side, like right through a, I don't know, 1/2 inch piece of wood, like pine. It had skewered a raccoon, just like a perfect, like right through the neck, dead, right there. And everyone was like, "That is so badass!" And so and they were like that was some kung fu ninja master did. It was blind luck, but it was really cool. And I was pretty chuffed about that. So,
well, I'm very proud of you that you have the ability to just slaughter animals.
I am a printer ninja. And I am
not going to be a thing.
I am hell on raccoons.
It's going to doubly not be a thing.
Yeah, I'm a Gerber ninja. With printer ninja powers. All right, so we're in here. We've got, wow, autofocus is totally hosed today. It's because this is beige and light color.
It's not beige.
All right, we've got a little USB-B socket. And
nice hiccup.
You like that? I'm trying to fight getting the hiccups right now. Shut up, I hate you. You never get the hiccups. You're weird like that. It's not my fault you're a freak. All right, we've got a little 4-pin thing. I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing it's a USB like controller or something, maybe a power draw module or power regulator. That's
well, considering
possible.
It's attached to the USB.
Well, it could be a USB power regulator, which is what I'm guessing it is because it has really thick pins. So it's probably a power regulator. And because this gets USB power, which is 5 volts, this might run on 3.3 because there really isn't a whole lot in there. I mean, if you look down inside here, I'm just zoomed in way too far.
Pretty much a light in the motor.
It's pretty much a light in the motor. There isn't a whole lot to it. And what I want to do
and a camera.
is I want to get that out without breaking it. Come on. All right, I've got the bar. It's this line, which really is set. This is so cool. I want to share this with you guys. I've never seen one like this before, and it's just neat. But I got to get it out without breaking it. And it's in there like a guitar string with a little, in fact, it's just like a guitar string with a little ball on the end. All right, I got that. Now, can we get the other end? The other end's just in with the spring. Okay, check this out. This is really neat. Okay. Now, if you look here, you can see it's, one end is a spring to maintain tension. It's a very nice spring. It's a copper spring. Well, it's a copper looking spring. I don't know if it, I don't think you'd make a spring out of copper. But it looks like copper. Look at that. See? It's very pretty spring.
Yeah, it looks like copper.
And we've got this. Well, copper is a soft metal. It doesn't have a very good memory, so I don't know why you'd make a spring out of it. But this it's a helical wound piece of black nylon, and you can see the little helix on it. And what this acts as is like a chain drive. There's a little ball mounted on the end. So that's the fixed end, and then the other end they put tension on. Okay. Now,
does it make that
if
sound?
you look here, yeah, it does. It actually goes. Now, if you look here, here's the drive system. We've got the motor, which spins this gear. Okay, so it's a reduction gear, which spins the worm drive here. This here, where you've got, all right. So you got the regular metal gear on the motor, and then you got the big black plastic gear. It's probably nylon. So this gear is smaller than this gear. So what that means is this slows it down. Like this might spin, it looks like about 4 or 5 times for every time this one goes around. But it's just like on your bicycle. It's smaller, so it spins slower, but it has more oomph. It has more power, more torque behind it. And this really increases the torque. This here, where the gear is like a screw, it's actually called a helical spiral. This is like a solenoid wrap around there. That's called a worm gear, and that goes against this regular gear, and this has to turn a whole lot to turn that around. So you get a whole lot of torque and very low speed, because a little motor goes really fast, like wee! So this makes it move really, really slow. And if you count, like if you look on the motor, I'll show you. Most motors, like a regular motor, would just have 2 wires to it, plus and minus for power. I got all kinds of parts falling out of this. You just have plus and minus for power. But this motor is going to be a stepper motor. Or, well, it's probably a stepper motor. Or it's going to be a motor with a little encoder on it. Yeah, it's a stepper motor. If you look on the back of this motor, you can see, where's my little, give me a pokey thing. Right here. All right. If you look right up here, you can see that there are 4 electrical connections to that motor. So it's probably a little stepper motor, or those 2 are power, and those 2 are a rotary encoder. You can't really see in there very well. I'm guessing that's a stepper motor. You can tell by spinning it. Yeah, if you look at the motor, see how it always wants to find a notch, and it'll spin backwards, and it's like, it has little tiny steps in it. You can feel it as you turn it. That means it's a stepper motor.
Is that why it's called a stepper motor?
It's not why it's called a stepper motor, but that is a way to tell a lot of times when you turn a stepper motor, if you feel it go pop, 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 that's a stepper motor. It has little steps to it. The reason it's called a stepper motor is because you can actually move it a tiny fraction. Like a regular electric motor, you put power and it goes wee, and less power and it moves slower, more power it moves harder, faster. With a stepper motor, it doesn't matter how much power you put to it, it's going to go boop. And that's it. It's just going to move like maybe 1.5 degrees. And then there's a separate set of windings. Usually there's 2 or 3 or more sets of windings. And you fire winding set 1 and it goes doop. Winding set 2 and it goes doop. Winding set 3, doop. And then you got to go back to 1 and it'll go boop like that. And you have to fire them 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can count that. And because you can count how many times the motor's turned, you can very, very accurately tell how far something has moved. Like if you use this little motor here and you can count those steps, even if those steps are pretty big, like it's only a 2-coil motor, you can count that, and you know, you do all the math to know how many times this turns to turn that and how many times this turns to turn that. And that's why this thing has little teeth on it. Because what that does is when you put this wraps through there, and then it goes around that, and then it goes back out. Let's see if I can do this. I'm not screwing it up. It's really tight. Okay. Now, the little spring on the end of our thing here, that little spring, keeps this under tension, right? And the other end is fixed, because that little ball is stuck right in the thing. So the cord never moves. Now, this right here, this pulley, you won't be able to see it very well, but it has little tiny teeth down inside, and they perfectly fit the little teeth on here so that this can't slide back and forth on its own. It's really rigidly locked. Like if I pull tension on this and I hang it from here, I can pull on this and it won't move. Like if I pull on it really, oh wow, that's a great shot. Look, if I pull on it really tight and I turn this, you can see the motor turns. Even though there's all that mechanical advantage against it, it really doesn't want to turn. It wants very much to not turn because there's so much gear reduction. And where that creates a lot of torque going this way, it means you have to apply a lot of torque to get that to move the other way. The downside is it moves really, really fast. A good example for this is if you put your bike totally backwards into gears. If your bike's in first gear, you have to pedal very, very little. Like for every pedal you push, the back wheel it only goes around one time, but you could go up a tree. You know, you've got all this power, but you have to pedal like crazy to get anywhere. That's a lot of torque and very low speed. On the other end of the scale, you get up into like 10th gear or whatever, and I know they've got like 21 speeds now, but I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, but it's like 3x7.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the other extreme where you've got the biggest possible gear up front and the littlest tiny gear in the back, for every one turn you make up front, you get like 10 in the back. Yeah. And you go super fast, but you better be going downhill because you're not going to have any oomph to it. This is exactly the same. We've got a really big gear out here and a little tiny gear way up here and like a bunch of similar steps along the way. So if I pull on this really hard, and you can watch, you can see it turn. And if you listen, you can hear how fast it goes. I gotta hold 3 different things at once. It's really hard, but I'm gonna try. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's neat. And I gotta pull really hard. If I pull too hard, it slides. It'll actually. So yeah. So what it does is it counts that really accurately, and it can tell where the carriage is in its position. That's by counting this, it knows that I'm down half an inch or a quarter inch or something. And by doing that, you can tell very, very accurately where the carriage is. So that's half of the scanner. Now the other half is this thing, which is actually made by Canon. Cool. Which makes sense because it's a Canon scanner. And we have this thing, which is the scan head itself. And this really, it's hard to show on here, but I'll see if I can dig up some links or have somebody dig up some stuff on it, because it's neat how this works. Think of this as like one line of an image sensor. This is like where in a film camera or in a regular point and shoot camera, like the camera that I'm talking to right now, the image sensor is a square and it's made up of a bunch of little pixels. Like right now, look at me, come here. Zoom, like look, not you, not the camera dude. You at home, come here, come right here, look right at the monitor. See, if you look really close, there's all these little tiny circles and dots and stuff. And if you look really close, they're in groups of 3.
I don't see them.
Well, you're on the wrong side. You gotta come over here. If you look through there, you can see them. You gotta get like right up. You gotta get right up here.
I don't see them.
They're in there. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, that's it, right there. Okay.
Oh, now I see.
Yeah, see, it's right there. All right. So those are called pixels. And this image is actually made up of thousands and thousands of little tiny pixels.
No way.
Okay? Yeah, it is.
It's got to be like 100 max.
It's actually, with that camera right now, it's 1,000, what was it, 1080? We're in 1080p?
920 by 1080.
Huh? What is it?
1,920 by 1080.
Okay, so we're in 1920. You don't have to whisper it. We're in 1920 wide.
I do. I'm
1080 high.
Ignorant viewer.
Shut up. We're 1,920 pixels wide, 1,080 high. Okay, so that's how big this image is. Well, this right here is like a camera, but it only takes 1 row of pixels. And there's probably like, most likely about 300 little pixels in an inch. That's the resolution, where you see like 300 DPI or 1200 DPI. Really, really good scanners can go way higher than that. I've seen like 2200 DPI back in the 90s when I was in printing class, so yeah. But that's the dots per inch. That's how many pixels per inch. So think of that like the resolution on your scanner. And that tells you how many, the more dots per inch, the finer the image quality and the better you can see. So that's a scanner inside and all how they work. That was a fun equipment autopsy. It was really neat. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please email us, info@thegeekgroup.org. Get in the forums. If you're watching this, man, you should be a member. It's free. It's open to anybody with a sincere and passionate desire to learn. I want you to go to thegeekgroup.org and I want you to fill out a membership application. I want you to get involved. And if you're one of the thousands of people that watches these videos that isn't a subscriber yet, you should be. You should subscribe. You get a little email every time we post a new video. We try to post one pretty much every day. We don't always make it because some of these take a lot more work than we can do. Like this is a pretty easy video. We'll have this one up tomorrow, no problem. But some of them take a lot of work. If you like what we do, if you like our videos, kick a buck. Help out, man. Donate $1, donate $5, donate $100. If we could get, right now, we've got like 7,500 subscribers. If we could get every single one of you to donate $40, that's it, $40, we would have a new lab. Tomorrow, that fast. We already got a building picked out. It's a beautiful building. $300,000, it's nice. We're in, we're set. $40, that's it. So kick a buck, because a lot of people donate $100, a lot of people donate $5. It'll all even out in the end. Let's all work together and build a lab, and we can play with a lot bigger stuff than this. And once we do that, you can come here, be a member of the Geek Group, totally free, walk in the door and take stuff apart and build stuff. You could take this USB model, this little module that I took out of that scanner. Okay, this is going to go in a box. You could come down and either be one of the guys that takes stuff like this apart and learn about it, or you could be an electronics student and come down and learn how to use that to be the USB interface for your robot, or your new scanner idea, or your secret security alarm system, or whatever you want. That's what we're here for. That's what the Geek Group is all about. It's about guys like you getting together all over the world, chapters all over the world, and building really cool stuff and exploring science and technology and just how things work. And it's fun. It's what we do. So you guys have fun. I'm Chris Bowden with the Geek Group. That's Corey, the guy behind the camera there. You can't see him, but see if we zoom way out and show you the whole big room shot. Yep, that's him, secret guy. Yay!
Hello.
You gonna say hi?
Hi.
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 I'm Chris Bowden, and you're not. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
This video was made possible by a grant from the Future Girl Foundation.
This video was made possible by thousands of private donations from members and viewers like you. Please visit thegeekgroup.org for more information on how you can donate and become a part of our dreams of Avalon.